Okay.
Yeah.
So
On that note,
we kind of fucked up.
My ex-family. What?
La 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 la. We're cutting in.
We're ready.
okay.
We don't want to hurt
La 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 la. Okay. I hope someone giggled from that. All right. So
Giggle. Ow! I caught that.
I know. Please give me back my Sharpie. Fucker. Okay, so, you're walking back into the city, and you just seen this massive frost dragon fly overhead, circle, and go back to the place.
And a complete moron hauling ass into the
Yes, and you just seen Lugar haul fucking ass directly
Do you
into the
blame
city.
Me?
Yeah, it's a dragon.
Would you not run from a fucking dragon?
Did I just run from a dragon?
Yeah?
No, I didn't.
Well, I thought you did. Sorry if I have a short memory.
It just happened.
Actually, when we cut that, just this time, it's already been like 5 minutes in that cut, so.
Short-term memory loss.
Okay, so what would you like to do? What would you like to do? Because you just seen the dragon circle and go back to the mountain.
As I said, my eyes are probably sparkling and gleaming from the dragon. My heart is swelled with puppy dogs and mangoes, but unfortunately I gotta take this stinky wolf back to town first. So I head to town.
Alright, so you head into the city, and you see Harvey just kind of sitting there doing this, and he looks extremely distraught. He's just like... So... Oh. Hello! My mom's back in the room. Mom, say hi. That's not saying hi. Hold on, guys.
Zipper and I'll keep my mouth zipped.
Giggity. Okay, so you head back into town and you just see Harvey just like this. He's just
Very distraught. I'm probably
Just
gonna
distraught.
ask him what's wrong.
all right. You walk up to him and he's not even that aggravated. He's just depressed. He goes, "Hello,
What's wrong, Harvey?
I just lost all 3 of my prized possessions on here. My
From what?
best pieces that I could sell.
From what?
Something flew over. Well, not flew over, but flew down. Took it, and then flew away. I don't know how to get it back."
Anyway. Don't kill my dragon. You bitch. Anyway.
Wait a minute. Why the fuck do you have a dead wolf on your shoulders?
Actually, you could be a person I could ask this to. Would you have anything of use that I could go and try to get your prized pieces back in exchange for this lovely dead wolf with the fur still attached and all this glorious meat?
I don't take the meat. The only place you can sell meat to is the butcher, and he points this way to the butcher.
So you do not want to make a trade for something that could help me get your stuff back for you?
Not really. I've done lost enough as it is.
Do you have any information on where or what this could have been?
It's up towards the mountains. I'm a fragile old man. I can't take the trip myself.
Fair enough. I'll see what I can do. I'll go ahead and move towards the butcher's.
Okay. Sorry about that, guys. And it just stops. Damn. Okay, yeah, it stopped. Sorry. I don't know if you guys heard that or not, but there was like this little sound going on, and I was just like pecking my fingers in the air to it. You know, it's hilarious. Okay, so he like hands you this small piece of parchment with his route that he used to go up into the mountains.
Okay.
and you like hid behind the goddamn enchantress's place. So you come out because you see her talking to him, and he goes, you, what the fuck's your name?
Bluegar.
Yo, listen. Help her get my stuff back. If you guys can get it back, I promise you an item or money value equal to those pieces.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Then Duke rides in from the entrance. Just now found his horse. It's been like over 24 hours since he lost his horse. He rides in.
Who?
Duke. Watch. He rides in, and Javi just goes, "Oh hell no! Retribution!" Shucks a potato at him. Hits him square in the side. He falls off his horse. This time his horse doesn't leave. His horse stomps him in the nuts.
Who y'all bitches?
That would hurt.
And he goes, you little son of a bitch, you fucking leave. Get the hell out of the city. No one cares about you. You're stupid. And Duke's just holding his nuts like,
I would cry. I would cry.
My mom doesn't understand this, so she's looking at me like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I said Harvey wasn't bad enough.
Harvey's an asshole. Giggity.
I worry about you.
I worry about myself too. It's scary. No. We're done with that. We're done with that. Don't do it. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, so after that's all said and done, you both bust out laughing, including Harvey. That's the first time you've seen him smile since you hit there. And he goes, I do promise you an item or money value equal to those items, if you can get them back to me.
And I asked Harvey where the butcher's is.
He goes, the butcher's is right up there. And he points you to it. And then he goes, retribution! And chucks a potato at it so you can see it. The butcher's just sitting in there and he goes,
Can I go to the butcher's now, or is it still crystals?
oh, you can go ahead and head to the butcher's. You both can, actually, if you want to.
Yeah, that's where I was heading.
Alright, so you walk into the butcher's, and this kind of grizzly guy, you know, got that blackish beard.
Grizzly man beard.
You know, he's standing there, and he has his cleaver in his hand. You see him take down this chunk of direwolf leg. And then he just goes, BAM! And it snaps it right in two, and he starts slicing off chunks of the meat.
What?
So, yeah, Zipper's going AFK a moment. MIA.
Yeah.
Shit like that. Can't say AFK, there's no keyboard. AFT, away from table.
What?
So, Crystal. What would you like to do? You know, you just see this guy and he's like chopping up the meat and he's doing this stuff.
I'm gonna ask him how much gold my wolf is worth, meat-wise.
He looks at it. He kind of takes it off your shoulders because he's taller than you. He's almost like a minotaur, but he's human. He's very huge. He just takes it and he picks it up like this and he just sets it down and he goes, it's not gutted.
Yes, I noticed.
That'll take away some of the price value of it. Because that's more work for me to have to do. Better product, but more work.
Deuces. Leaving.
Middle of a fucking...
I'm sorry, it's not my choice.
His mom said.
Okay, hold on. Josh, say bye.
Goodbye.
Okay, he has to leave.
I do.
Cause he's young and his mom wants him home.
Hey, shut up. This is my home.
Then I guess we will continue this later then, or?
Oh no, we can we can continue to get your gold and everything.
Okay.
Okay, well, first off, hand me my bag. And second, I want to take and sell half of my meat to the butcher.
Are you so half your meat? Cause it's...
I'm getting my stuff.
Because you sell half of it, you get like, I don't know, I want to say 100 gold.
Alright. And take the rest back to the inn and give it to the people.
Alright, you take it back in the graceful. You decide to stay in your room the entire time.
Okay.
Well, this is taking a turn to be interesting. Do you think your mage can solo an encounter?
It isn't it yet.
I'll make Josh solo an encounter for this. We'll find out.
We'll find out.
Okay. So he looks at it. You know, he kind of squeezes the dire wolf a little bit, and he's like, it's got some tender meat on it. The whole wolf with everything intact, I think it's worth about 250. If you would have gutted it, I would have paid you 450 for it.
Fair enough. That's exactly what I was looking for.
So he takes it, kind of picks it up like this, hangs it on the rack, and then just takes his cleaver and goes right down the side of it. He starts gutting it. And then once he's done, he wipes off his hand on his apron, pulls out the gold, puts it in a little pouch, takes it, and hands it to you.
Shut up.
You now have 250 gold.
Don't go.
He
I
does.
will now
He just kind of does this and continues doing his work.
bid farewell, leave, and probably stop over at the potion shop, apothecary, however you call it.
Apothecary.
Which is not on the map, by the way.
It is not on the map. Oh shit!
So I am now lost.
Yeah,
with
you are
Aurora.
lost. You're like, fuck, I don't know where I'm going. Very dinky little store.
Dinky dink.
It's a lot harder to do this sideways. You know what? I'm pretty sure apothec. It's more than enough of you knowing what it is. So you head down from the butcher's to the apothecary, and you walk back in. Of course, the guy is still just like way the fuck in the left field, and he goes, "Yo, you look familiar."
Yes, I bought potions off you a few days ago.
When?
A few days ago.
Huh.
For 20 gold.
Okay.
I came back to ask you if you had any elixirs for defense or any spell casting elixirs.
What?
Keep me from getting hit hard.
Who's hitting you?
Let's cut this down. Do you have any black potions?
Black? Yeah, hold on. He walks over to his drawers, he pulls out this drawer, and he pulls out just this dark purple elixir. He sets it down, he goes, there.
What does it do?
I don't know.
How much?
10 gold?
Fair enough.
Except, what he doesn't realize is, he's stoned out of his mind. Let's be honest, this is an apothecary, guys. He's stoned out of his fucking mind right now. It's this really large bottle. Normally not something you would just pick up and buy. Normally something that they would pour into the other smaller things too.
In that
Pull out.
case, do you have any empty vials or flasks?
Empty vials? Hold on. He walks into his back room, and then he pulls out this giant case of ones that are even bigger than what you have, and he goes,
Do you have
Yeah.
any smaller?
he takes one and he breaks it. It's smaller. You can roll to hit him if you want to.
How about I just give you 20 gold? I'm taking the potion. Have a nice day.
The woman that was working in the back comes out and she goes, I'm sorry. Here, and she sets down a small case of about 20 empty vials.
How much?
Normally it would be about 30 gold.
Good enough. Here's 40.
She takes it and she goes, thank you. And then takes one of the big bottles and smacks him across the head with it.
And may I ask you if you have any spell casting elixirs?
Yes, we do. Hold on. Of course, he's done knocked out by now. She just broke that goddamn empty, huge vial across his skull. He's done knocked the fuck out. She walks over to one of the drawers. She pulls it out. She pulls out these blue potions. Sets them down. She goes, I have these, and these are all we have left.
I will take them. How much?
Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to sell you all of them. We need to keep some in stock until we can get more. But I can sell you at least 4.
That will do.
4 would be around 20 gold. They're 5 gold each.
Good enough. I take it.
Takes it, she tosses it in the little box, she closes it. And then she kind of waves and she goes, later.
Farewell.
So now that you have your new potions and everything, what would you like to do?
Well, first of all, I gotta pour this purplish black shit. At least fill up 2 vials of it.
Alright, 1 second.
And save probably the rest in my sack.
You have a sack?
My satchel or whatever it is.
Oh, son of a bitch, I just closed out the dice roller. Alright. Just roll, I can still tell.
5.
Alright, you rolled a 5. You were able to pour one smoothly, but the other one spilled a little.
Okay.
So it's not full, it's about half full.
Fair enough. Let us head then back to the front gates.
As you head back to the front gates, you see Henry, and he's just pissed. He actually has started punching the Archer's Tower.
I'd actually like to approach Henry. I have a few questions for him.
You approach him, and he just goes, what do you want?
I actually came to ask you about this frost dragon that has been spotted numerous times and has stolen items from our weapons vendor. What do you know about it?
They live up at the top of the mountain, and he points. He goes, they're there. That's where this fucking thing took my sword. I'm heading there soon.
The same sword that you had that was on fire.
Yes, the same sword that has now left you permanently burned.
Similar to the gem that's in my staff.
He looks and he goes, how?
That's pretty much the same as your sword, as I was told.
One second, guys. Just 1 second. No one ever told you in game. I told you out of character.
Oh, I can't remember.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine.
Well, something.
So he just looks at you and he goes, yes, that's partially true.
So, in your opinion, can it be defeated?
Of course. The mother is normally gone by nightfall, so the young ones are still there.
And this was a young one, or their mother?
The young one's the one that took Harvey's things. The mother was the one that was flying overhead.
Okay. About how many of them are there, would you say?
No one knows. No one really goes up to the mountains to find out.
Well, can you point me to the direction of the mountain?
Takes you by your shoulder and he walks into the street and he points due west and he goes, it's over there.
Thank you.
And he opens up your satchel and he pulls out the parchment that Harvey gave you and he goes, yeah, I've used this route before. This one will take you there just fine. You open your satchel and close it.
I'll bid farewell and off my way to the mountain.
He goes, see, and goes back to pounding the shit out of the Archer's Tower. Except he doesn't look like he's getting hurt at all.
Nah.
The Archer's Tower is actually starting to bow a little, but he doesn't look like he's getting hurt at all. His gauntlets aren't even denting.
Kind of scary.
So you start heading down the path of the parchment that you've seen, and it's starting to get slightly nightfall, and you hear like this loud screech, and then a very large frost dragon goes overhead, circles, and then flies off.
Probably continue on my way towards the mountain, knowing that she's probably out scavenging.
Mm-hmm. Actually, do me a favor real fast, because it's starting to get dark, and you have no way of lighting the area. Hello, Mama.
That's what I think is happening to me right now. I feel,
Love ourselves.
yeah.
Alright. Do me a favor and do a dungeoneering check to see if you can make a torch. 26. You make a really good torch out of some leaves, some string, it's like some vine, and this really thick branch that you found. You make a really good torch. You can see about, I want to say, 6 feet in front of you.
Okay. Let's continue towards the mountain with my new burning torch.
Alright, you keep going, and then as you get closer to the mountain, you realize that everything around you is frozen. Completely frozen. Before you even hit the peak of the mountain, before you even hit the base of the mountain to start going up, completely frozen.
Frost dragon.
Mm-hmm. It's completely frozen. But you hear some skittering to the left of you.
Probably turn and check and see what the skittering is.
You turn, you take your torch to it, and it's actually a wild boar that's just stuck in the ice.
Stuck in the ice?
Stuck in the ice. Like he is up to almost his midsection in ice. Except it's not like all 4 of his legs, it's only his back too, so he's like trying to skitter and break it.
I will probably use my torch to melt the ice around his legs to free the poor creature.
Alright. 1 second, let me pull up the dice roller. Roll a 15 or higher.
Oh.
Alright. You successfully melt the ice, but you burn him a little in the process. Either way, he's still thankful. And he actually is now following you.
Good, that's actually what I was hoping it would do.
You're going to use it as bait, aren't you?
Yes.
You cynical bitch, you. Actually, if you weren't going to use him as bait, I was going to make that your familiar. Oh no, it's done set in stone now. You're going to lose that hog. Maybe. Maybe that hog is going to run the moment he notices you're at the fucking...
I'm going to pretend to be his best friend.
When you say that, he kind of looks up at you. Well, pigs can't look up, so he kind of takes a few steps to the side and kind of sits down so he can look at you, and he just goes, like, are you going to fucking eat me?
No.
He kind of hesitantly keeps walking beside you. The higher up in the mountain you get, the slower he gets. He's just like... So, you continue going. Love you too, Mom. Good night.
Love you.
Wow.
Totally not editing that out. I'm not editing it. I don't like editing.
Fuck you, Harley.
Yeah, fuck you!
I'm gonna have things broken apart.
I know, right?
Do me a favor, Track, can you throw that away?
Yes.
Thank you. You don't really have to get up, you just gotta like lean back and toss it. Alright, so you get to this giant entrance close to the peak of the mountain. It was really treacherous trying to climb up it, but you officially got up there. At one point you actually had to carry your hog on your shoulder to get him up there, because he couldn't, his tiny hooves couldn't dig into the ice. Your torches officially went out though. Your torch lasted you quite a while. It
Good.
officially went out, though.
I'm going to pull the vine that I used to make the torch off.
Well, the vine has been partially singed.
Partial. I'll take the part that's partially singed and kind of clip it. I only need a small portion of this vine. I am going to hog tie my hog to the entrance and hide on the side while he squeals, waiting for my beast to come out.
Okay, roll, please. You gotta roll twice. Hold on, wait. Gotta roll twice. Okay, you very poorly hog tie it. Very poorly. And your hiding skills are less than adequate. You are completely visible to almost anything.
Well, does it at least make him squeal a little bit?
It does, but he just kind of does this a little bit and it breaks the vine. He fucking darts. He straight darts. But when he goes to dart, you see this big frost, almost like a gust of wind, but you can physically see it freeze the hog in place. Completely encases it in ice, but nothing comes out.
Perfect. I'm gonna leave my hog right there for a minute now that I know it can't run away.
It's not going to be friends with you anymore.
I don't want to be my friend, but I need that hog. I'll go ahead and throw the remainder of my torch in the entrance towards where the frost came out,
Okay, you.
hoping to hit the creature.
All right, you're gonna have to roll for it. Roll the strength check. 15 or higher, please. All right, you throw it in there, and you hear like this, like a really heavy hit, and then something kind of screams a little. But when it goes to scream, you notice that frost breath is covering the entire area now. Like a bunch is just bellowing out.
I wonder.
You can't see that.
Well, since dragons have poor eyesight, and it's obviously not coming out of there, I wonder if I can slowly creep in to get closer to it.
Gonna try to stealth in.
Yes.
Roll. Fuck, wait. It's the wrong one.
Oh.
Roll. Alright, you go in, you're fairly stealthy, you know, nothing really happens. But when you go in, you can see like some slight glimmering from where the moonlight's coming in through the entrance, directly in the center of the place. And then, in that same place, you see this giant blue sword jammed into the ground. And right beside that blue sword is this very elegant staff. Sorry, spellblade. Very elegant spellblade.
But no dragon. I'll go ahead and pick up the staff and...
As you go to pick up the staff, your hand gets extremely cold and you realize that the dragon is right next to you.
Perfect! I am going to try to cast... Let's go ahead and try that first. Sleep spell.
Alright. You're going to have to roll really fucking high.
If this backfires, I have a second plan. It backfires.
It completely backfires. The beast doesn't go to sleep, it gets pissed off, and he's going to frost breath you. Actually, no, sorry, he's going to freeze you. He's going to try to freeze you. And that crits.
So how much of me is frozen?
I can't let this one happen, not on the first mission.
I died.
Okay, no. We won't have you die. We won't have you die. That's not fair on the first mission. It's not fair. You take all the damage, but you have exactly I don't know, 20 seconds before you're entirely frozen to drink a potion.
Let's try whatever that blackish purple shit is.
You drink the potion, and you get extremely hot. The ice starts instantly melting off of you. And you realize that this potion isn't normal. Your HP has been restored by 1 point each turn.
Must be a frost resistance potion. Let's go with magic missile, because this son of a bitch ain't going to sleep.
No. I'm sorry, I don't think you'll be able to get him to go to sleep very easily. Damn it.
And shooting it with a 9. Oh Jesus, I'm going low.
14. That would be against a dragon. That would be against what? It wouldn't be against AC on a dragon because their AC is fucking huge.
Probably against his strength. Or its dex.
I think it's Dex because he can't really
Yeah.
dodge it. That just misses. And he kind of steps back, and you realize that he's really young. He's very tiny, but larger than you.
Right.
You can feasibly tell that he's a young dragon. And you know he stumbles back and he looks at you. Then he kind of spreads his wings and tries to act intimidating. He kind of growls, like really low, just. And that was like a dog. Like,
I'm gonna growl back at it
really?
while looking it in the eyes. Damn dragon.
Roll for it.
Trying to intimidate me and shit.
It doesn't work, and he steps a little bit closer to you.
And I'll step one step closer to him.
All right. He steps another step closer to you. You are now face to face. You are like almost breathing on each other, and he is about to bite you.
Sleep.
You're gonna try that one again.
Yes, we're gonna try that one again. I can't go any lower. Damn it. Damn dragon. How low did I go?
That halfway works. He is now slightly dazed, and he's kind of stumbling around a little bit, but he's going to try to frost breath you. No, he's not. He misses completely. And he looks at you and he's like, he shakes his head a little bit to try to wake up.
Okay. At that point, I think what I'll do.
Don't you have more than one ability? No.
No, I'm not level 1. That doesn't happen till level 2. But at that point, I'm sure I could. Ah, fuck it. Let's try another sleep. Let's try to completely douse him down to where he's incapacitated. I really don't want to kill a dragon.
Roll for it.
Wow.
Again, it does nothing.
Motherfucker. I don't want to kill it. Okay.
And he looks at you, and he just kind of steps back, and takes his tail, and he swings at you. So do me a favor, and roll dexterity to try to...
Dodge it.
Yeah. 8, that's 16. You dodge it. You kind of jump back a little bit, and he kind of
Alright.
spins a little, and then he opens his wings up all the way, and he flaps them one time, and a big gust of very cold air just hits you.
Let's try. Let's just try an magic missile then.
Alright. You go ahead.
It's a 20.
You crit. Alright, please roll your damage. 14. You hit him, and he kind of stumbles back a little bit, and he shakes his head again, and then he's going to do another burst of cold air to try to get you to leave. So, well, actually no, he's going to swing his tail again, so try to dodge it. You dodge it completely, and he does another spin, and he flaps his wings a couple of times, and now you're actually starting to feel very cold. You're actually getting very cold. Like you right now, you're actually very cold.
Let's go ahead and try to sleep one last time to get this motherfucker where now he's tired and he's losing his patience. Sleep, damn it, sleep.
It does nothing. Actually, you now feel tired.
I think I'm gonna die on this mission.
Actually, your HP, now that it's been a couple of turns, is almost back to full again.
Ah, damn it. Well, let's drink another one of those, another one of those potions I spilled putting in the vial.
Alright, so you drink the rest of it and you're actually starting to feel very hot again. Extremely hot again. And everything around you feels nice and comfortable.
I wonder if I touch the dragon while on fire. Feeling.
Well, you're not on fire, but you're very hot to the touch.
Well, I was just wondering if that would daze the dragon.
Depends on where you touch him.
Let's try to touch him right there in his face since he's probably still facing me.
Alright, you touch him on his face, and he kind of smells your hand. Like, you can feel him smelling your hand. And then he takes a step back and he looks at you and he's like... And he looks at you kind of stupid. He's just... Like a curious animal. He just kind of turns his head and he's looking at you like... Why the fuck did you touch me?
And so it did absolutely nothing.
It didn't do anything, no. And he is going to try to frost breath you again. It misses. Damn it. So apparently he sucks at doing his frost breath thing. It misses again.
I will try to do sleep.
Why are you trying to put him to sleep so goddamn much?
I don't want to kill him.
Again, it does nothing.
God.
You do realize if you kill it, you'll get something out of it, right?
Sure.
The whole point of this is to try to kill him. Actually, no, he's not. You know Toothless from that? Make him 40 times more ugly, except blue.
Aww.
He is ugly.
He's like the stuffed animal no one wants at the claw machine.
No, actually, he's more like the stuffed animal that everyone refuses to get.
Dragon.
Alright, so what do you want to do?
Oh, kill him. Magic missile.
Roll for it. 13. Alright, that hits. Roll your damage. He takes 11 more damage. That's how much damage have you done already?
I think I'll be 25 now.
Alright. I need to keep another. I'm gonna take another piece of paper. Alright. Oh, son of a bitch. Retribution! Alright. He stumbles again, and you know he's kind of a little bit dazed now. And he's going to try to freeze you again. 11, 15. Okay, that hits. And you take 3 damage.
Okay.
Because I rolled terribly on the damage.
I'll do magic missile again.
That misses completely. It goes right past him and it hits the sword. The sword didn't break, but it hits the sword. The sword is now dislodged from the ice.
I'd probably just pick up the damn sword and try to stab him with it.
You're gonna try to stab him with it?
Yeah.
Alright, do me a favor real fast. Roll a strength check and a dexterity check. 16, 20. Alright. You're able to pick up the sword just fine, even though it's fucking huge, much bigger than you. And you're able to hold it perfectly. And when you pick it up, you realize that your HP, like, you feel perfect now. Like you haven't even been damaged at all. You feel perfect. And the couple of cuts and scrapes that you had on you are gone now.
Okay.
So go ahead and try to stab him.
Now, is this on fire yet or no?
Oh, this isn't Henry's sword.
Oh.
This is a blue sword.
Okay.
Unfortunately, that misses. He dodges just in time. Wait. Yeah, he dodges just in time.
Okay. Damn it.
Remember, he's a dragon. He's kind of slow. You do have an extra turn there.
I guess try it again.
Oh, and you also have an action point, so.
A what?
An action point.
Oh, that's right. Let's just try to aim it again.
Alright. Go ahead. Again, that misses. You're not doing good with the rolls today.
No.
When it comes to rolling to attack the dragon, you're sucking. When it comes to rolling to do something to attack the dragon, you're doing great.
Okay, so what's he doing to me?
He is going to hit you with his tail. Or at least try to.
You know, watch him hit me.
He does. It doesn't deal any damage, but you are knocked back.
Okay, well, I'm gonna charge with this damn sword, pointing it directly at this dragon midsection.
Alright, go ahead. You miss and re-jam the sword into the ice.
Retardedness. Who draws a fucking 1? A 1. It just keeps going lower and lower. I can't get any lower than a 1.
Watch -0 pop up.
That's bullshit.
No, look. 0. It is possible. Alright.
Alright, that's it. We're doing sleep yet again.
You're gonna try to sleep him again? Remember, he's fine from the last one. Crit. You do that, and he stumbles back, and then he falls.
Hey?
He is now dead asleep, but he's bleeding.
Okay, well, let's pick up the staff and use the staff to beat the ground to get the stupid sword out.
Oh no, it's not stuck in the ground, it's stuck in the wall. You were charging, and he dodged, and you just went... Fuck! And it's now stuck in the wall.
Are my hands still really warm feeling?
Somewhat.
Let's see if it's possible to burn some of that ice to loosen it.
Alright, so you take it, put your hands directly on the blade warms up just a little bit, but the ice doesn't melt.
I wonder if I pour some of that potion on the blade.
You wanna do that?
Yes.
Alright, do me a favor, roll a d6. You pour it on there, the ice melts, but the sword falls.
Let's pick up the sword then.
Alright. You pick up the sword, you kind of holding these together, and you realize, when you look back over at the dragon, of course he's completely out. He's actually out near the entrance, and you realize that he's bleeding from over top his shoulder. And you know that if you have two options. Leave it alone, let it die alone, or kill it.
I'm gonna put it out of its misery.
Please roll to kill the dragon. Now you roll something good.
Go fucking figure.
Alright, how do you want to put it out of its misery?
I'll just put the sword in its back, directly in the spine.
Alright, you climb on top of it, you know, you're like, you get up on its back, you take the sword and you just jam it directly down in its back. Like the whole sword goes in. You feel the dragon take its last breaths and then it's gone. And you notice that one of his scales fell off.
Yeah, can I just, like, maybe pluck some of those scales?
You try, but only one of them was able to come off, and that was the one that fell.
Okay. Well, I'll put that in my satchel, and same with the sword and the extra staff that I just picked up, and look around to see if there's anything else of use.
The only thing else that you see in there is Henry's blade and ice.
I'll try to get Henry's blade.
Alright, you pick up his blade, and you notice that to you it's feeling lighter. Like, you pick it up and it felt extremely heavy, but the higher up it got and the more your hand was on it, the gem in the center of it burned a bright fucking red, and the whole sword went up in flames. And it feels light as a feather.
Perfect. I'll pick that up as well. And then, You think that fucking hog would be able to drag that dragon down the mountain for me?
The hog is big, but I don't know if it will be able to drag it down the mountain. I mean, you can try.
I'm going to
Roll a dungeoneering check, and roll a dungeoneering and a fucking intelligence check. Hold on.
That damn beast is gonna get some use out of it. Damn things will sit out there stuck in ice.
Alright, you were able to make enough rope to tie around the hog, which is now slightly thawed, and around the dragon, but you don't know for sure if this is going to work. So do one more roll for me.
Go, hog, go.
It pulls, and with all its might, it doesn't move an inch.
Motherfucker. Alright, what if I put the hog on my shoulders, carry this stupid beast, and take the rope, and possibly drag it downward off the mountain.
Wait, you're trying to drag the dragon?
Yeah.
You're gonna try to... Okay.
I am not leaving this son of a bitch. It is mine.
Roll.
My dragon.
You do this, you go... and hit the ice with your face. You know, little DM tip here, you do realize that you can actually just take your sword, stab it, and then pull it that way. Because you have a leverage point then, you're not just trying to drag a dead body.
That's another couple. Let's put the sword back in the initial kill point of the dragon to drag it down the hill.
Okay, you walk up on its back again, and you're climbing up this fucking dragon, you're like, oh, goddamn it, fucking dragon, god, son of a bitch. You slide it in, you retie the rope to it, and then you retie the rope to the hog.
Can I just, like, use the sword as my direction and fucking kick it off the ice and ride this son of a bitch down the mountain since it's all ice anyway?
You know what? Roll for it. You do. You take it, you put your foot directly on its tail, and you shove as hard as you can. You slip a little bit, but you shove as hard as you can, then you grab onto its tail and start climbing up its back, grab it, and you're using that to maneuver its head and the rest of its body. And you just ride it down the entire length of the mountain.
Yes.
You actually saved about 6 hours of trying to drag it by riding it down the mountain. And when you're doing that, you pass Henry, and when you pass Henry, you just do this. Fuck you, dude! And he's looking at you like, you got a fucking dragon?
Yeah, have your
Hey! Hey, that's my sword! And he starts running after you.
You think I could con Henry then when he catches up with me? Because I'm initially probably about to stop.
Actually, you don't know how to stop it.
Fuck.
You're heading directly towards the city now, and you have no idea how to stop it.
I guess after so long off the ice, though, it will hit dirt.
Oh
enough
no!
to-
Everything around it is turning into ice as it goes.
The only way to stop it then would be to shove the sword down deeper to make it hit the ground.
Which sword are you jamming down deeper in it?
The blue one.
I really hope this one doesn't break. Roll for it. 10. Alright. You jam the sword down, you push as hard as you can to get through the rest of the scales and the meat and the bones. You jam it down, it digs into the ice and the dirt, and it hits a rock, and then it just stops. You actually get flung off it, though.
Okay. That works for me.
But it completely stops. And the sword is undamaged. If you would have rolled a 1, that sword would have broke, and then I would have been mad. And then, you know, the townspeople are coming around, and they're looking at him, and they're like, "What's with the dragon?" And Hector comes out because he heard a lot of ruckus, and he goes, "Holy shit!" Hector turned into a Pac-Man for 5 seconds.
Oh my god. That's bad.
And then Henry catches up to you, and he goes, "You, my sword, now."
Motherfucker, I just got this sword out of there for you.
Yeah, you didn't have to. I could have went and killed that thing myself.
You were busy beating a wall.
And you look back over to the Archer's Tower, and the Archer's Tower is not completely destroyed.
Oh, never mind. You completely destroyed a tower instead of going and getting your sword.
Well, of course, I was pissed. Now give me my sword.
I will give you your sword in exchange for the knowledge of your sword. It was light when I picked it up.
Of course it was light. You know of those gems. I'm sure you've seen it in the hilt. And then he walks up and he rips it away from you. That's all I'm telling you. He re-sheaths it and walks away.
Asshole.
He hears you say that, then he pulls his sword again. It's like, "Are you sure you want to call me names?"
Yeah.
1 second. I need to make a thing for him. I forgot to.
See, most people are, appreciative and not just an asshole. That was an asshole move, so I call it like I see it. In exchange for your sword, I asked for the knowledge. You gave me partial knowledge, therefore, that would be an asshole.
Alright. He is going to swing his blade at you.
Go figure. He's even more of an asshole.
He swings his blade at you, and it just catches your face. And actually cuts your cheek this time. The same one, too. So it just cuts your cheek and just digs the scar deeper.
Rolling.
And he goes, "Now you shut up." And he points his blade at you. You blow on it, and the flames get higher.
I'm not intimidated.
He starts edging the blade closer to your face.
Still not intimidated, but I'll leave you alone.
Good. He re-sheaths his blade and storms off.
I guess I will let Harvey know that his prized possessions have returned.
Oh, actually, one thing I didn't notice, and he didn't notice it this time, is his blade is slightly chipped where the dragon grabbed it. Yeah, he's gonna notice that in about. He unsheaths his blade and he walks up and he goes, "What the fuck?" He's pissed right now.
Under the dragon's nail, front claw.
He looks down at it, and of course the dragon has nothing in between its claws at this point. He goes, "There's nothing there. What did you do to my blade?"
Well, that thing.
You did what with this thing to my blade?
He did it.
How could he have done it? He's dead.
Before he was dead, when he took it, or while he had it sitting in there next to him, stuck in ice.
My blade couldn't have been stuck in ice.
It was stuck in ice next to the staff.
How? My blade's always on fire.
I don't know.
Because he didn't realize that his blade actually went out when the dragon grabbed it.
It wasn't on fire until I picked it up.
You lie.
And so if I lie, then it wouldn't really matter what I say.
He's just getting more and more irritated. I'm waiting for you to do something to him. He's being an ass. Damn it.
Actually, in this case, your conversation's going nowhere. Hey Harvey, this guy's trying to take your sword. I'm stuck in this dragon.
Harvey storms out with a sack of potatoes and goes, "Oh, hell no." He walks up and he just beats the shit out of Henry. He just takes a sack of potato and he just goes, "Retribution!" And he hits him square in the back of the head and Henry gets knocked over flat and he just starts feeding this poor old man. Just beating this guy, just fucking viciously, just, "Oh no, you son of a bitch! You're not taking my fucking sword again! Sack of shit!" Just beating him viciously.
By the way, it's stuck in that dragon.
He walks up and he tries to pick it up and he goes, "It's stuck in something. I can't get it." You, get it.
I guess I'll try to pull the sword out.
Because it's just got re-jammed into ice. Roll for it. You yank as hard as you can, it's not budging. You have 3 tries, by the way. You yank even harder, it moves a little bit. You officially pull it out. All that together, I mean,
Yeah.
you made it wiggle. It pulled out.
I'll return this sword and the staff in my bag to Harvey.
So he looks at the items. He takes them both in his arms like this, and he carries them back to his staff, and he's motioning you to come with him.
I'll follow.
You follow up to his weapons vendor stand. He puts them back down. And he goes, "Now, what would you like in return for getting these?"
I want you to please turn this here pig into something useful.
He looks at the pig. He takes the axe and he chops it right in the head. He goes,
Yes!
"Now it's food."
Thank you. I didn't like it.
He pulls the axe back out and he just sets it back down. He goes, "Yeah, I did something with a pig. Is that literally what you wanted for payment? Okay, good." And he starts to pull down the little bamboo fold to his thing.
And your gold.
You want gold value to it?
Yeah.
He's looking at the staff, and I don't think you actually paid close attention to the staff, did you?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So he's looking at the staff and he goes, "Okay." Takes them both, pulls out this medium-sized bag of gold. He sets it down. He goes, "There's money value of the items."
Alright. Fair enough. I'll take that.
There's about 2,000 gold in there.
I'm gonna take my chopped up pig.
Alright. And as you go to walk away, he goes, "You dumbass." Puts his staff back down. Puts his blade over there and he goes, "Dumbass." Closes it and then he just passes out. He's asleep. He sleeps in his weapons vendor stand. Oh, and while you go to walk away, you hear a meow.
I'm gonna turn around.
You turn around and you see Mr. Whiskers just looking at you like this.
Cutie.
He jumps up and he starts gnawing on the pig's foot.
I'll break off a piece for Katie.
Alright, you take your little like knife piece that you have and you cut off a small chunk and you hand it to it, and when he bites into it, he starts growing.
Weird kitty.
He grows even bigger once he's finished. He is now a fucking panther.
Aw, kitty. I'll pet the kitty.
You go to pet it and he runs away.
Aw.
He actually jumps up on top of the weapons vendor stand and he just sits there and looks at you.
Alright, well, I guess I can cut off a few more chunks and throw it over there for him.
Alright, you go to cut off another chunk and he comes back down to you and he just kind of sits down in front of you. Again, he's a full-grown panther.
Alright.
He went from an innocent little tabby cat.
I'll give the kitty
panther.
the boar.
Right, you give him to the boar, and the moment you do, he turns into full-on chimera. I'm not even shitting. He turned into a chimera. You know, snake tail and shit. He's fucking awesome. And then Harvey wakes up and he goes, "What the fuck you do? That was my cat!
Give him some boar.
You're not supposed to feed him meat!"
You didn't say so.
It's because I hate animals. And this is why I hate the fucking things. Mr. Whiskers? Kitty? He reaches his hands out hesitantly. Mr. Whiskers then sits down and he pets him a little bit and goes, "You're fucking huge now. You're bigger than me. Jesus. See what you did? You took my innocent cat and you turned it into a damn monster."
They're just eating one. But I think it likes boar.
Likes anything meat. That's why I don't have meat in my area.
Well, you left the head over there for it.
Oh no, it actually, when it went in, it just severed the skull and went in. The whole head and everything's still intact. It's just split in two.
Fair enough.
So then, as you do that, he goes, "Come on, Mr. Whiskers," and he grabs it by the snake tail and he just starts pulling it back. And he's actually pulling it with no problem. He's just pulling it back. Get back in the weapons vendor stand. He picks up the whole fucking thing and puts it back in the weapons vendor stand. There's no more room in there. And he gets on top of it and goes back to sleep.
I'll leave Mr. Whiskers and Harvey alone. Probably...
Oh.
Probably head back towards the inn.
One second. How long would it have been in game time now? Like, within the whole session of the thing?
Probably a couple hours.
Well, no, because you had to hike up an entire mountain and everything.
Oh, yeah, probably.
About 2 days?
2 days.
Sounds about right.
With the gutting and, yeah.
Yeah, everything. So, as you get to walk back towards the inn, the Enchantress woman, because you're walking this way, you're about to walk down the path and go in. The Enchantress woman goes, "Psst," and motions you to come over.
I'll go over.
You head over, and she has close to 60 of them glowing gems, glowing orange gems
Nice.
in her bag, and she goes, "Look."
That's awesome.
She takes one out and she puts it in your hand. Squeeze it.
I'll squeeze it.
You squeeze it and you feel that it's actually burning you now. It is burning you, and your health points are back to full.
Nice.
I was able to completely duplicate them. They have all the same properties now.
How much would it cost to obtain a piece of this?
Well, one of these would... I'm thinking about pricing them around 500 to 600 gold.
I'll pay 600 for one.
Alright. She takes the one that was made with the biggest chunk. You can feasibly tell that it was made with the largest chunk of the one that she broke. She hands it to you.
And I'll put it in my bag.
Then she holds out her hand.
And I'll hand her the 600 gold.
She does this and she's like... And she does like a magic spell to where it all just starts floating. She goes, "Thank you." And it goes straight back into her thing, directly into the coin piece that she has. She goes, "I was able to do this. Keep this on the down low, though. No one needs to know that I've been multiplying these." She hacks it up over her shoulder and puts it back down. "Have a good day."
Have a good day.
She walks back in, and then you notice that the integrity of all the windows that you can see through is now black. And if you go to touch near it, you can't put your hand near the door at all. Like, your hand does this. Like, here's the door, here's between it, your hand goes...
Air Force field.
Like, you can't
Yeah.
do it at all. You head back to the inn, and of course you're carrying this big-ass sack of gold now. You walk in, you know, Lugar's done in bed and everything. He done bailed. He didn't want to fuck around with a dragon, because he's a bitch. So, you know, you walk in,
I'll go ahead.
Margaret looks at you and she goes, "You got all that from one wolf?"
Nah, that was a dragon.
Oh shit, you didn't sell the dragon either.
No, I left it in the middle of the city.
It'll still be there. No one knows what to do with them. She goes,
It's a pretty statue for Aurora, as no one sees dragons lying dead in the city.
actually, within the next 2 or 3 times of coming back into the city, you'll be invited down to the dragon statue area. And you'll get to see a statue of what Henry built. A very massive dragon.
I'll go ahead and pay them 300 gold for my staying there to
Margaret.
keep up with the food.
Margaret looks at you and she goes, no need.
Paying for food.
We have plenty of money to pay for food. And she opens up the small thing, and there's still about like 70 or so gold in there. We have enough to eat off of. She closes it.
Okay.
Yeah. They normally buy like breads, fruits, veggies, and some of the cheaper meats. Venison was more of a fancy thing to eat. Venison costs around 100 gold a leg.
Okay. Well then, I guess we'll probably head upstairs then.
Crash?
Crash.
Alright, you head upstairs. You just do this. Once you find your bed, you just go. And I just broke my phone.
That's not good.
You cry.
Yeah. How bad?
Never mind. I found it. It didn't crack or anything, so yay me.
Good.
The battery's not broke, so yay me. This phone has tanked so much. Alright, so you crash, and everything's all hunky-dory. Yes, I just used that phrase. Alright. Thanks a lot for tuning in this time, guys. This has been Brandon, aka Sneaked, and
Crystal. Bliss.
there we go.
Sorry.
Thanks a lot for tuning in.
Okay.
This is going to be a 2-part thing, so look forward to it. And we will see you next time. Bye, guys.